Hello and welcome back to Shark Algo. Today we're going to show you exactly how to use the Shark Oscillator so you can make better trades. To simply put it, it's a momentum trend indicator. It's going to help you find when there's strong momentum or when there's weak momentum in the trading pair you're looking at. And it'll also help you identify when there's low or high volume. You can use this to enhance your confirmation, you can use it by itself with price action, and you can use it with Shark Algo. So you might be asking, what is volume? The trading volume is basically the amount of trading activity on a given asset. You can view trading volume as a measure to see how much a given asset has traded in a period of time. It's essentially showing you how frequently the asset is changing hands. Volume can indicate market strength, as rising markets on increasing volume are typically viewed as strong and healthy. When prices fall on increasing volume, the trend is gathering strength to the downside. When prices reach new highs on decreasing volume, watch out, a reversal might be taking shape. And the same is true for the opposite scenario. If the price reached new lows on decreasing volume, a reversal may be taking place. So the Shark Oscillator is used to assess demand or interest or momentum at any given time. The Shark Oscillator makes it extremely simple and effective, so you'll be able to assess this for yourself in just a few moments. So let's dive in and show you some examples on how to use each feature with the Shark Oscillator. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go look at the Shark Oscillator over here. We're going to click on the gear icon and the menu will pop up. First thing we're going to go over real quick is the indicator time frame. So we're going to click on chart. So over here what you can do is you can select a different time frame. So if you're into doing things like multi-time frame analysis, you can have the oscillator show information on the 45-minute, 30-minute, 15-minute, etc. For now, we're going to keep it consistent with what's on the chart up above over here, so we won't touch that, just for demo purposes. Now, over here is our strategies. We have three different strategies. We have trend mode, confirmation mode, and elite TVR. We have the momentum indicator over here, and we have the ability to turn on or off the oscillator. And these four sections here below are your divergences. So we're going to cover all that in this video. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cover the momentum indicator. So we're going to turn off the oscillator for now, and we're going to click OK. So what you're going to see is you're going to notice blue circles or blue dots, and you're going to notice red circles or red dots. So what these represent, so the red dot represents an area of low volume over here. So as you can see here is low volume. And you can see over here we have higher volume. So whenever there's higher volume, you can expect the price to move more towards the upside or more towards the downside. And whenever there's lower volume, you won't expect as much price movement to the upside or to the downside. The momentum or the volume essentially is weaker. So now we're going to show you how you can combine this with the trend mode, with the oscillator. So we're going to go back to our settings. We're going to click on Show Oscillator, and we're going to click OK. So now you're going to notice you have green bars that are bright green, dark green, and you'll notice you have red bars that are bright red and a darker red over here. So what these represent, they represent how strong the trend is. So remember, when you're trading, you want to trade with the trend to increase your odds of winning, right? It's all about probability. So we have this amazing information here showing us that the trend is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. The bright green means it's strong. And when you see below, you have the blue circles means there's high volume, meaning you can expect the price to continue to move further in a given direction. So the direction that it's going in right now is they're going towards the upside with a strong trend. Now over here, as you notice, the trend is getting weaker, and it continues to get weaker, and it continues to get weaker. However, we are in a high volume market at the moment. So as you notice, the bright green goes back on, and it continues to get stronger and stronger and stronger, as well as the price going upwards. So this allows you to stay in your trades longer in order to give you more confirmation so you can make more profits. Now, for example, when you see the low volume over here coupled with the trend weakening, that might be a good time to inform you that this is a time to take profits and to close your trade. Now, another example over here, if we're looking at shorting the market. So for example, we're looking at over here. So let's go back down at the oscillator. And as you can see here, we entered a high volume market, and we can see we have three bars, bright red bars, indicating that the trend is getting stronger towards the downside. So we have high volume coupled with a bright red bar. So this would indicate that the trend is getting stronger towards the downside. And as you can see here, the price continued to go towards the downside up until we got to a dark red bar. So this will be a good time to take profits or take partial profits and lower your stop losses, so this way you cannot lose the trade. So another thing you can notice is the fact that we have a blue dot here indicates that we're still in a high volume market. However, the trend is getting weaker. So what you could do here is, because you set your stop losses, there is absolutely no way you can lose this trade. You've already won this trade. So you can see how it plays out. If it continues to go towards the downside, then you've increased your profits. If it goes back and reverses towards the upside, well, it hits your stop loss and you've already made money. So there's absolutely no risk. So looking ahead over here, you can see that there are no green or red bars, which tells us that there isn't a trend in either direction at the moment. And we also have the red dots, which tells us that the volume in the market is low. So this tells us that it's a good time to stay out of any trades. So now you guys can see how simple and effective the trend mode strategy is with the Shark Oscillator when you're getting in and out of trades. Okay, so now we're looking at another chart for demo purposes. We're looking at the Ethereum USDT chart. We've had a lot of requests lately to cover more crypto, so we're doing just that. So now we're going to go over the divergence indicator. So we're going to go to the Shark Oscillator settings, got the gear icon. We're going to click on plot bullish, and we're going to click on plot bearish. For now, you're going to ignore the hidden bullish and hidden bearish. We're going to click OK. As you can see here, we have this bearish divergence that appeared, and we have this bullish divergence that appeared here. So what does divergence mean? Divergence is essentially when the price of an asset is moving in the opposite direction of a technical indicator, such as this oscillator over here. So for example, as you can see here, there's clearly a downward trend that we've identified where the trend is getting weaker. And as you can see over here with the price action, where the price is actually going upwards. So that means there's a divergence. This is going down and the price is going up. So there's a lack of consistency here with the oscillator and the price action. And the same thing over here, as you can see that this is going upwards while this is going downwards. So this can give you information on if there's a reversal that's likely to occur. So coupling the divergence indicator along with your buy and sell signals are going to give you really high probability to be able to identify when's the best time to get in or get out of your trade. So let me give you an example. Let's turn on the buy signals. So we're going to go up to Shark Algo over here. We're going to click on the gear icon, and we're going to click show buy and sell signals. Right now our sensitivity is set at 1.4, and that's just okay for demo purposes. Again, there's a lot of strategies. For now, this is what we're going to show you. So now, as you can see over here, we had a smart buy signal, right? So we able to go all the way up here and take profits. As you see, we got a sell signal, and we've also identified that there was a bearish divergence down over here that was identified, meaning the trend is getting weaker. And we also got a green bar over here as well, a dark green bar, which means the trend is getting weaker. So we've seen there's confluence here between our sell signal and our oscillator over here giving us this bearish divergence coupled with the dark green bar. So this would give us confirmation to take a sell signal over here, that this is a good sell signal we want to take. And as you can see, it clearly went down into our take profits down over here. So as you can see over here, we have a bullish divergence. So what does that mean again? It means the price was going down over here, but our oscillator identified that this was going in the opposite direction, going upwards. So as you can see here, the bright red bar was followed by a dark red bar, meaning the trend is getting weaker. As the trend is getting weaker, we got a bright green bar over here coupled with another green bar. As you can notice over here, we got a buy signal. So as our bullish divergence was identified, it was clearly showing us that the trend was likely to change directions. Then we got a buy signal. So what that means is we're getting confluence between the buy signal and the bullish divergence along with the oscillator, showing us that the strength of the trend is getting stronger towards the upside. And as we can see here, it's going from bright green to dark green. This will indicate where you might want to take profits or move your stop losses. And again, one last example, guys, as you can see over here, we've identified a bearish divergence over here. And as you can see, not long after, we had a big sell movement happening over here. So there's lots of selling action and going down over here. So again, this just means that the trend is likely to change. So as you can see here, there's not a lot of volume. And then we can see the trend was getting much stronger. And as you can see here, we're in a high volume market. So what does this mean? When there's a high volume, it means the price can continue to go in the given direction. But as you can see, it's coupled with a dark red bar. The dark red bar means that the trend is getting weaker. So what you could do is you could take partial profits at this range over here, So you've taken the sell signal, take partial profits. This is what we recommend with Shark Algo. We recommend that you set your stop losses intelligently, you use your risk management settings, you follow Shark Algo's oscillator coupled with the Shark Algo indicator. So now that we've covered the divergences, we're going to go into our next strategy called confirmation mode with the Shark Oscillator. So go back to our settings, click the gear icon where it's a strategy. You're going to click confirmation mode. You're going to hit OK. Now, this is meant to be used with the Shark Algo indicator, and it's extremely effective to combine the two. So we go back to the Shark Algo, hit the settings, and now we're going to turn on our buy and sell signals, and we click OK. So now as you can see here, we got a smart buy, which means it's going in the direction of the underlying trend. Now, how to play this trade, I'll give you a quick example. So, whenever we get a smart buy signal, we want to wait until the next candle pops up, and we want to ensure with the oscillator over here that it is in fact a green bar. So because you're seeing a green bar here with the oscillator, that means this is a trade that you want to take. This is a good trade. So, I'll give you an example. So we're going to enter the trade right over here, and we're going to do a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And you can see our stop losses are here. So as you can see the trade play out, it hit or take profits, and this was a good trade. That's that easy. Now I'll give you guys another example over here. So if you're looking at the Ethereum chart, for example, the Ethereum tether chart. So as you can see over here, we've got another smart buy signal. We want to wait for the next candle to end. We want to wait for the next bar. Because it was a green bar, that means that's a good trade. That's something that you want to enter. So I'll give you an example. And we would have entered the position right over here. And we would do a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, or a 2-to-1. Okay. And as you can see, we would have been in profits all the way up to here. And what you could do is you could take partial profits or take some profits, and you would move your stop loss. So this way, no matter what, you cannot lose. And as you can see, as the trade played out, you would have made more profits, a lot of money here. And as you can see over here, the trends start to die out. So this is where you would readjust and reassess. However, so this was obviously a winning trade, guys. Made more money. Very simple. Good confirmation with this. And now another example, we're looking at, let's say we're looking at shorting the market, and we're going to look at the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen. So whenever we got a sell signal, like over here, we got a smart sell signal, which means it's going in the direction of the underlying trend. And we're looking over here, we want to look for a red bar to appear on the next candle, right? So as we can see, we do got a red bar, so that means we do in fact have a good trade. We want to take this signal. However, if, for example, it would have been a green bar right over here, then that's not something you want to take. So it's that simple, guys. We've got a smart sell signal over here. We wait for the next candle, and we want to ensure that the oscillator is lined up and it's giving us confirmation, it's giving us a red bar to match with the sell. So I'll give you guys a quick example so you can see. We're going to go short. We're going to line up approximately where entry would be. So the next candle, and we would enter approximately over here. We're going to adjust our take profits, about a 2.5 risk to reward ratio. And as you can see, guys, we were in profit here. This was a good trade. In terms of how much profit you take, that's a variety of reasons, a variety of strategies, depending on your risk tolerance. So guys, it's that easy to use the confirmation mode, guys. It's extremely effective combined with the smart buy and sell signals, guys. Next, I want to show you guys what's called the Elite TVR, the next strategy. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the final strategy for today. So we're going to go back to our settings. We're going to click on the gear icon. We're going to go where it says strategy, and we're going to click Elite TVR. Hit OK. And this is really, really simple and really effective, guys. So to give you an overview, as you can see here, you have a green line, we have a yellow line, and we have a red line. So what the green line means that if you get a buy signal or a sell signal in this range, especially if it's a smart buy, and you see that it's green, this is giving you confirmation that this is a good trade and that is trending well here. It's trending hard, the trend is strong. And if you were to get a sell signal, for example, a smart sell signal like over here, and you're seeing that it's green, this is indicating this is a smart sell signal that you want to take. All right. So for example, if the buy signal or sell signal appeared and it lined up when you're seeing a yellow line,
that means you want to proceed with caution in this range, right? It means it's not trending as strong. And when you see a red line over here, this is something that you want to avoid. You don't want to take a trade when you're seeing a red line over here. So it's really simple, guys. I'll give you an example. For example, if we were to take this smart buy signal over here, we're going to go long. If we were to go long over here, guys, as you can see, we'd enter a position approximately over here, and we see that we're getting the green line. That means that's a good signal. And let's say we do a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and as you can see, this was a very good trade, guys. We'd be in profits. So that's just an example. I'll give you an example quickly with the Forex chart. So if you're looking at USD and the Japanese yen, as you can see here, we have a green line, we have the yellow, proceed with caution, and we have the red, which means we want to avoid. So let's say we take the smart buy signal over here. Let's see it's in the yellow line. So maybe we don't want to take this trade. This is something we want to proceed with more caution. We would look for other indicators to give us some more confirmation. So with using the Elite TVR, I wouldn't take this trade. Now, if we're looking at over here, we see the smart buy signal, and now we're in the green. This is giving me more confirmation. That's something I want to take. So for example, we go long on this position. We would enter our trade over here. We do a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And as we let this trade play out, we could see that it was very profitable, guys. Right? So that's just another example of how simple it is to use these oscillator to get more confirmation with your trades. So now let's use an example for a smart sell and see if we would take it or not. So over here we got a smart sell, and as you can see, it's lining up and it's green over here. So that means this is a good smart sell signal we want to take. If the smart sell signal was lining up and you were seeing, for example, a red line, then you'd want to refrain from taking this trade. If you're seeing a yellow line, then that means you want to proceed with caution. So it's really simple, guys. You see a smart signal, you see that it's green over here, that means it's a trade you want to consider taking. And here's something that's really amazing, guys, is that you can even combine the oscillator strategies for more advanced trading strategies so you can maximize your profits. For example, take a look at how you can also add the oscillator trend mode on your chart. So you can simply go to indicators over here, go to invite only scripts, go to Shark Oscillator, and then now, let's just click on the exit here, and now as you can see, we have two oscillators over here so we can combine certain strategies. So this is a little more advanced, and we'll share some other trading strategies in another video. But anyways, the strategies we just covered are going to significantly help you increase your win rate so you can consistently make profits, guys. I hope you like this video, and be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos coming your way so you can enhance your trading skills and get your 60 to 80% win rate, which is much more than what you need when it comes to making money trading. For more information, guys, go to sharkalgo.com and join our Discord. See you in the next video.